All right, yes. All right, we are live and ready to go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. We review the watch list and then trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a good Thursday. Today is Friday. It is the 31st of January, and it's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last trading day of the month. Whew, this month flew by, I felt like. Market opens at 9:30, which means we got another 15 minutes before the market opens, and then we'll trade for 30 minutes. So, that wraps up the whole thing, about 45 minutes, the whole stream. Check out the video description below for FAQs. And also, I switched things up a little bit. So I didn't totally switch it up, but here I added something new. I used to always post my watch list on Trade to Win. It's a forum. I did that every morning, and I still am going to keep doing it. But I'm also going to be posting the snippets of the 3 to 4 stocks that are on my top 3 below the video description below. So if you just go there, you'll see in the video description below, right below it, the 3 stocks and basically what I say in this video, and why I'm looking at them. Yeah, so let's get to the watch list. And good morning, Shane. I see you in there. Let's see where to begin. Let's just start with the watch list, I guess. NNVC, this one. Whew. This one has been kind of a rally for quite some time, and I feel like everything on our watch list has already had a run, and I don't know what we're gonna do today because there's nothing totally new, totally new with a big gap and just running, and it's a first green day. It's kind of just almost everything we're gonna be looking at has just kind of a ridiculous amount of chop like this. So let's see what we end up doing here. The reason I like NNVC though, it's because it's one of the ones gapping up the most out of everything on our watch list. Yesterday I had big dollar volume, but we've seen this chart pattern many times before, and I wouldn't be surprised if it had a really aggressive pullback. It did go up to 20 bucks though, so we would have to zoom out a little bit more, and you can see $20 right around here is a major support and resistance zone. So let's just keep that in mind right here. I don't know, big resistance here. So right now the price is right below it, or it was around 1975 was the high pre-market. So now it's pulling back already. Let's see how far it's pulling back. About 1750 right now. Interesting, that was the high right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of mark that. And let's go back to the chart. So you can see we're kind of dancing in this area right now. Big support at 14. We'll see how we're going to trade this one. I don't really believe it's going to continue going really aggressively. I mean, this thing's already a bit overextended. It had a really nice run. It went all the way from 127, but I would say more realistically, it went from 350 and went all the way up to 20 bucks. So great run, but I don't expect it to randomly just go to 100 unless there's a serious short squeeze. It is though still a tiny company, 44 million market cap, 3 million float. It's a US biotech company, like I said, gapping up about 70%. And they just had a PR that says they were working on a treatment for the coronavirus. Also, one more thing to point out is that 1820, there's definitely a nice chunk of warrants. So take that for what it is. Next one I want to talk about, VXRT. And good morning, Anis and the Noble Lefty. Good morning. VXRT, 35 million market cap, 45 million float, gapping up 50%. Again, US biotech. It seems to be the thing, just these biotechs, obviously, because we have the macro news with the coronavirus. Again, this one has news out of PR, announces initiation of coronavirus vaccine program, which I kind of feel like is not necessarily new news, but we'll see. Warrants at 0.76 and $1.77. So let's see what happens here. Let's quickly go to the long-term chart. Very, very aggressive sell-off in the long term. Some splits. So yeah, 1.5, huge gap down area. And this actually coincides perfectly with the fact that they came out with warrants in this area at 177. And I would have to check when those warrants were created, but a huge gap down happened here. And yeah, right now we're getting close to, these gap down territories, which starts at around 90 cents. So let's quickly go to see where we are. We're at about 108 was the high. So yeah, we're back over here in this territory. I mean, I guess, you know, this could maybe have another 40% upside in it. So we'll see. We'll keep watching this one. Might be the best gap and goer on our watch list. And then SNDX again. So this one, you know, no major, I guess, run yet for this one. It's a 180 million market cap, 25 million float, US biotech. It's only gapping up 26% though, which might not be a bad thing. It could just keep on running. A lot of times when we see something going up, you know, ending the day 100% strong, sometimes it starts with, you know, 20-25%, and then it really kind of slowly inches its way up. So I think this could be a good one today as well. We'll keep watching it. Offering common stock, enter short term sheet loan. Okay, so they secured some funding is basically what their PR is. Warrants at 12 and 18, so way up here. So we don't have to worry too much about the warrants. I just want to go ahead and identify that this is kind of a critical zone right here. And then 18, looks like we never really, okay, we did kind of hit that area once. And then one more time, one area down here. That should be it. All right. Yeah, so we're not really approaching much except this 180-day moving average. I do want to kind of point that out. That's about at $8, so right above us. And if you go to the long-term chart, just really quickly one more time, you can see we're right here. So big resistance should be above us. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and mark that resistance at 119. And you'll see it here how, you know, the price is kind of struggling to break out from this area. So I think VXRT might be the best bet for the gap and go strategy this morning. NNVC, I don't know, it's having some tough times, or it's not having tough times, but I just feel like it's extremely overextended. And then obviously SNDX, we'll see what happens with this one, but there might not be enough volume on it. I do want to quickly point out why we constantly get out of our positions so quickly. Well, okay, this week's really bad for me to say that because I've held a few stocks a little too long. But I'll never hold overnight in this small account challenge. And the reason for that is, you know, INPX, this is one of those high flyers, and just check out their long-term chart. It's just really brutal. Not just, you know, was it apparently at one point, it just basically has been falling off a cliff ever since, due to reverse splits and dilution. So, you know, ever since it had this big run up, it got completely crushed. And this was around New Year's. Yeah, a little after New Year's, this big run up happened. And then it just got completely crushed. And this is when you become a bag holder, and you really have to watch out for this. A lot of times the stocks will never come back to these highs because there's new shares that were pumped up and they had a reverse split. This thing will never go back here. I mean, maybe in some crazy off chance it might spike, but this is really only going one way. So you have to really be careful with these things. And once you understand a lot of these small caps are just nonsense and they're very risky, you understand that just cutting your losses is the only way to go. There's no kind of hoping that, you know, at one point it's going to turn into the next Tesla, because it just won't. Maybe one I don't know what the statistics on that is, but it's very low. But maybe everyone has to go through their back holding phase to kind of understand that. Shane, I go through Finviz on the occasion. Actually, every morning I kind of just check out what's been gapping on Finviz. And I use a lot of my past runners, I guess you can say, as where I like to look through stuff. Past news, I don't know if you could really consider that as other sources, but a lot of times things that, you know, we're running for the first 1, 2, 3 days might keep on running or might have those really nice bounces. So I find stuff that was on our watch list is pretty good, but you also don't want to overwhelm yourself with news. And I feel like that when I first started trading, that was a big problem for me. I'd look all over the place, and then I wouldn't have my own strategy. So I'd rather have less stocks to focus on, but really understand what I'm doing. Morning, Sora. That username just makes me think I'm looking at a ticker every time. So yeah, let's see what's moving. Let's quickly also see if there's anything else popping up on the scanner. 2 more things, I think it was. Let's see, AMPX, CBLI. I don't know if that was, yeah, that's on our list already. We're going to see what has the most volume today, because that's going to really what's going to draw my attention. GGLY, I don't think that was on our list. Let's quickly check that out. Okay. A little bit of action here. DGLY, Digital Asset gets order from New Mexico Police Department. Oh, that's pretty credible order. Digital Alley Inc. Multiple upgrade orders for what? Video recording products for law enforcement. Okay, that's fairly legit. 12 million market cap, 12 million shares outstanding. Wow, this is a tiny company. This thing could really spike. Let's quickly check out their long term. Not too bad either. Don't see any floats right off the bat. Here's some reverse splits. Gotta watch out for those. Yep. Instantly, this company used to be valued much more because of that reverse split. Here's a big gap down area. I want to be very careful with that. And then again, right down here. And resistance kind of coming in here at 1.5. Yeah, I don't know. We'll be watching this one. Did I do pre-trading meditation? Actually, I did. I did like 5 minutes of breathing exercises, believe it or not. And then I was just listening to some classical music for like the last 10 minutes. VXRT is on the move. Is the move. Or do you mean is the move? Yeah, I think VXRT is the move as well. But we'll see. Unfortunately, it's a little bit low on the price scale. Well, you know, you guys probably already know this, but typically between, you know, $2 and $7 is what I'm looking for. Stream is interrupted. I hope it's back and I hope everything's in good condition. Stream health. Stream is healthy. YouTube says I'm fine at the moment. Stream's interrupted. I started using Benzinga. It sounds familiar. I can't recall it right now. I'll have to look it up later. Got in at 0.94. Oh, nice. Well, you're up really good then. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think 1.5 could be the big kind of next resistance area, and right now it is looking pretty good. So let's see. This could be the gapper today, and like I said, that's the one I'm going to be focused on as well. And you can see right now we're kind of hovering around this $1, so big support there at $1. If we want to trade this one, just be careful. It has these extended decimal places, and those will really mess up your order. For example, if I wanted to place an order here, my order will get rejected. Sorry, the system did not accept your order, and that's because of the cent increment. I've had some big issues with that. A quick way to kind of get over that is just say join the bid or join the ask, and then you'll auto get put where you can. So that's one thing to take in consideration. Again, we're going to be trading with pretty small position size today because we had, this week has been kind of a hit on our account, unfortunately. So around 830, I think is what I calculated. Even less actually for this rotation of 3 trades. So yeah, this would need like a position size of about 750. All right, guys, another minute till the market opens. Well, let's see what happens. This should be a fun little day. $49 seconds, NNVC, also at the top of our watch list. Let's see what happens with this one. Should be really interesting to watch. But yeah, VXRT has most of my attention for now. Also, let's keep an eye out for what the markets are doing. If the markets are pulling back really, really hard, you want to be aware of that. You want to understand that potential breakouts might happen, but they might just be a little bit weaker than usual. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. We'll recap in 15 minutes from now. 5 seconds. Here we go. Nice move right out of the gate. Pre-market high of 1.08, breaking above that. Huge move. There we go. Big volume here. Let's see if we could get a little pullback. Oh, I hate these extra decimal places. They freak me out. You just want to be careful with these. Sometimes you get stuck in a position because you can't click the right button. Really annoying. This is the biggest gapper so far. Keep an eye on it. 50% up. Actually, ITCC as well. Just ITCC has 0 volume. I want to be careful with that. Big sellers coming in here. I would have had an order here actually. The reason I didn't is because those extended decimal places just got me on super edge. Let's see what happens. NASDAQ is up 24.24%, but Dow Jones and S&P 500 are both down quite extensively. So kind of interesting little mix here. Very aggressive selling activity going on with VXRT. Let's see if it's able to continue that momentum, but right now it's not looking like it will. 95 area could be huge support. MGEN pulling down. Nothing really moving the way I would like it to. It's been quite a sticky last three days. CBLI making some moves. NNVC really has the highest dollar volume. I'm going to quickly scan, see if anything else is kind of popping up on the watch list. Oh, wow, that's one of the least amount of stuff we've had on the scanner. VXRT, LLIT, everything that we already have on our watch list. CODX, okay, all the top stuff pushing. NNVC also pulling back. Today looks like a day of pullbacks. VXRT. This is going to be a tough one to trade. VWAP coming in as a little bit of support now. Moves aren't as big as I would be hoping for, to be honest. Perfect bottom, perfect top here is only about 3%. I don't really think this crash is over yet. NASDAQ pulling back now. This is such a tough stock to trade because that spread is ridiculous on the order book. Getting an entry near 95 would actually be quite nice. fairly small position size. NNVC still pulling back. LLIT, guys, one of the nicer ones, to be honest, in terms of how it's moving. We're looking at NNVC right now. Potential for a little entry here. Six minutes now since the market opened. I see you guys are in focus mode. That's good. Small position sizes today. Can never be too safe. Just hit 96 for the first time. A lot of sellers here at 97. NNVC bouncing a little bit. We might get a fill at 0.95 any moment now. .96, big buyers right there. Yeah, Andrew, I think that was a good idea. I do believe that there's going to be a bounce coming soon here. $96, new wall of sellers. We're in the 95 territory for the first time. Big first round, big round of buyers coming in just here. I think we might have missed that entry, which is totally fine, but that was a close one, really close one. I definitely am not going to be chasing because this one I would have wanted to be taking profits at, 4 or 5%, and that move may have left without us. And NVC finding some big support in this area. ITCC is just absolutely ripping it, but it has such a tiny amount of volume that there's no way I'm going to be trading that one. Nine minutes now since the market opened. 9:39 Eastern Standard Time. CPSH, a new one on our watch list that I was not looking at before. CPSH. VXRT is back at $1. So we missed this bounce. How unfortunate. This could have been a really nice bounce. 5%. I would be closing out my position right now. our limit order is no longer there. That was a bit of a miss, but happens sometimes. CPSH, guys. Big mover here. 23 million market cap, 13 million shares outstanding. Good earnings. $1.7, big support in this area. Former breakout zone. This could be a nice entry right here. Discovered it just a few moments too late, I think. Let's see what happens. Let's watch this one just a little bit longer. An entry closer to 1.75 would be more ideal in my opinion. Nice, healthy 5-minute pullback. Markets are red though today, guys. That would have been the bounce. We just missed this one. That's a little unfortunate. I saw it a little too late. Let's see if we have a little pullback. We had a nice 5-minute pullback. So this would be the second 5-minute pullback. Let's see what happens here. I see, Andrew, you're all about that VXRT. Small positions today. I would maybe consider buying the breakout on this one. Let's see, 174 buyers at 182. Looks like they're just as eager. There's not a lot of stuff breaking out today, so I think a lot of breakout traders are going to be looking at CPSH. Fairly new stock. Actually, I take that back. It's not that new. It's not really new at all. I didn't see that there was a scroll opportunity right here. Pulling back one more time. 182 getting chipped away. $15-minute EMA looks like it's acting as some sort of support here. Nice big opening volume with green opening volume. Really pulled higher very quickly. This was not on our watch list. I'm trying to think why. Why would this not on our watch list? Pre-market was very slow. I'll have to look into that a little bit later. Could be the break right now. Yeah, it looks like it's breaking higher. Wow, guys, today is such a dry day in the markets. I think this whole live challenge, or this $25,000 challenge, I don't think we've live streamed a day that's been this this kind of dry on our watch list. It's really interesting. Good luck, Andrew. Looks like some issues trying to break past the 1.91. NNVC was really tempting to trade on this kind of consolidation it's been having. CPSH, we just got an entry, guys. Let's see if this area holds. 420 shares. Looking for a break higher. Ideally past 1.9 is what I want to look for an exit. Would like to see this break happen pretty soon. Small position size again, so usually we'd probably be up. So this might be, what, 3% upper right now? We're trading with about $700, tiny position size. Big resistance at 1.8. $17 minutes now into the market open. I think there's a really good chance that this might attempt to break out higher. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think there's a good chance that there's going to be at least an attempt. 5-minute chart showing big support here. Nice healthy pullback. Let's kind of see what happens. 174 kind of selling going on. 72. Right now we're in CPSH, 420 shares at 1.74, looking for a breakout past 1.9. Let's see if we're going to get it. It's a lot of selling resistance at 1.75. Really want to see us break higher soon. Don't want to keep holding this too long. I like the fact that we didn't hit 170. So it looks like we might have a higher low here. Can we make a higher high? That's the big question. This thing could start ripping. Tiny float, tiny market cap, catalyst, funding secured. Not the worst long-term chart. It's definitely near big long-term support as well. And it's not, I would say, super overextended. This thing could definitely keep going. We'll see what happens here. Don't really want to keep holding it too long. One point. 9:50, 20 minutes now since the market opened. VXRT and NNVC both pulling higher right now. 174 experiencing some problems. It's a slow day, guys. Very slow day. No need to have any really expectations today. No need to really have expectations ever. But, you know, especially on a red day, you want to just take things slower. CPSH looking really weak. Really, our only main volume came with the 2 opens, and then selling volume really started picking up. Kind of a slow position here. $170, $169. We're gonna try to exit now. All right, we're out of this trade. Small loss. Actually, we're not out of this trade just yet. Now we're out of the trade. Small 3% loss, nothing wrong with that. I will take a 3% loss any day. Big upside potential here. I actually like this one. I think this thing could still break out. Maybe I got out too early. I'm not trying to ride anything really past 4%. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting out of my trades a little bit quicker than usual. We got out at 1.68, so pretty happy with that. Small $25 loss, no biggie. $165 holding support. Yeah, VXRT getting a little crushed. NNVC as well. Everything's kind of getting crushed. I'm gonna put an alert on this, see if it keeps pulling back, because if it does, I wouldn't mind a second entry in this one. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this today. NNVC, guys, pulling back like it's its freaking job. Look at this, looking really good. CPSH now crashing past 1.64. Good thing we got out. No need to look back on that. I think, guys, today, in all honesty, I think today we're going to have some really nice support line bounces. The problem is we're probably not going to get those for another 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes or 30. So I'm just going to kind of keep watching everything. We got 2 more trades to make today. Let's see how good this one holds. Create an alert here. I would like to get back into it. I would like to see a clear setup first. LLIT looks like to be the golden boy of the day. It just, you know, a little overextended in my opinion, but this is really the only one with a little bit of a red to green move. Could see a pullback here. If we wanted to buy this, we'd need about 250 shares, I believe. LLIT, pullback to 280. Could be really, really nice. Let's see if we can get an entry here. CPASH back at 1.67. Let's see how far it goes. A lot of stuff pulling back. Red day losses, that mean bears, thank you. Andrew's still on VXRT. Scalp SNDX, second pullback. Nice work, SNDX. Tommy asking, what do you mean by red day closes? That means bearish. I'm not sure if I understand the question. I mean bearish. So we're having red days in the market right now. Dow Jones down 0.8, S&P down 0.57, and the NASDAQ down 0.24. So it's a red day in the market. I just want to be a little bit more careful today. Breakouts tend to be a little bit weaker. You could also see support line bounces. I'm pretty sure CPSH, any other day, that would have been a pretty nice trade. It was also extremely conservative entry as well. So yeah, that's true. The XRT is anything below $1. It seems to be constantly holding very nicely. We do have a limit order on LLIT. Can we get a pullback? I'm not sure. NNVC, guys, bouncing really hard right now. $15, 15. Yeah, it's like 1550 seems to hold really well. Nice move, 7%, really good move. I'd probably be already out of that trade. It is all quiet in the market front today, huh? Let's see if there's anything new creeping. VXRT is really the top one today, guys. SNDX as well. I haven't really been looking at SNDX that much, although it was on our top 3. I do like how it's constantly creeping higher. Had a little red to green move, had a nice pullback here. It looks really, really good. Definitely going to be following this one as well today. Yeah, actually everything about it looks pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here just to see if it breaks below this area. Otherwise, this might keep breaking to new high days. New high of day, not days. Let's see. Got a close eye on this one. Looking really good. DTS as below 2.7. We were watching that one yesterday. Yeah, everything's down. Not a bad thing. Pullbacks are healthy. You just got to understand that, you know, things sometimes get a little bit weaker. People are a little bit more cautious. So that's how you also have to adjust our trading. I mean, with CPSH, maybe I was a little bit too cautious on that one because right now it's pulling up again. But you just don't know how far these things are going to pull back. And yeah, it's tough. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the trading day right now, or the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It was really good fun trading with you guys. I'm always looking forward to it. SNDX pulling back a little bit. A lot of stuff going on. I can't wait. I can't wait to trade for like another 2 hours. I wish the best of luck for everyone. Have an amazing weekend as well. Just enjoy everything. We are so blessed that we can just trade every day. I love it. All right, guys. stay safe, and like always, make some awesome trades. I'll see you then on Monday, and I'll also see you for the recap video tonight. If you have not done so already, you enjoy this content, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're totally new here, consider subscribing. I would love to keep having you. All right, guys, till next time. Ciao, ciao.